Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 10 in season number 1 of the HERS Dash Series. We are here at the Rockingham Motors Speedway overseas in the United Kingdom. Of course, if you live in the United Kingdom, it's not overseas for you, but for all of us here in North America, it is overseas, and it is a fantastic racetrack, and we definitely love coming here in the NRLOA. And this points battle here in the HERS Dash Series is really shaping up. This is the next to last race of the season, and Aaron Walpole still leads in the point standings. However, he only has an 8-point lead ahead of Tyler Markell. Emily Anderson and Chris Skinlart are both 12 points behind. Then you got Mitchell Carter and Zachary Fitzwater both 19 points behind. That's the top 6 in the point standings coming into today's race. And this race will definitely determine who is going to be in championship contention next week at the Homestead Miami Speedway. But anyways, a 15-lap race here at the Rockingham Motor Speedway. Like I said, it's a fantastic racetrack. We get a lot of passing, and it should be a good one here today in the United Kingdom. Let's go ahead, get these guys to roll off here. We got ourselves the number 39 of William Johnston starting on the pole. Alongside him, it's our last winner here in the HERS Dash Series, Blaine Keys, and number 43. Row number 2, Zachary Fitzwater still in championship contention, currently 19 points behind. He's going to start third for the day's race alongside the number 6 of Aiden Shepard. Richard Kinghart in the number 4, starting alongside his teammate and points leader, Aaron Walpole. Now, Walpole, if he finishes in the top 5 or even gets the win, that will make it a lot easier for him to come home with the championship at Homestead next week. But if he falls behind, which is possible because he is on the outside lane, it is possible that guys behind him could close up, and we could have a very close points battle next week at Homestead. Jonathan King starting alongside Chris Skinlart. Skinlart is 12 points behind, tied third for the point standings coming into today's race. Then it's John Andrews and Dane Cooper in row number 5 to round out the top 10 starting positions here at the Rockingham Motor Speedway. Just want to make sure everybody was starting there. I actually recorded this race from start to finish yesterday, and it turns out that Lucifer Sam failed to start, and I was making sure I was trying to find Lucifer Sam. There he is in the 31. I couldn't see him there for a moment, and that's why I had a little bit of a pause. But anyways, these guys aren't going to be pausing here today. The championship is at stake, and with only 2 races left, who's going to get it done here at the Rockingham Motor Speedway? Green flag out. William Johnston looking to take the lead from Blaine Keys on lap 1. And he is going to get the inside lane through turn 2 to work. Fitzwater side by side with Blaine Keys for second place. Fitzwater coming into this race only 19 points behind. He definitely would love to get this win, get his first win of the season, and shoot himself into championship contention heading into Homestead. Richard Kinghart here in the 4, trying to go 3 wide. He cannot do it, does not have to run. And the 43 of Blaine Keys is going to remain in second place, but William Johnston in the 39 pulling away from the rest of the field here at Rockingham. It's Blaine Keys, Zachary Fitzwater, 2 guys who raced in Season 1 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. That's how long these guys have been racing here on Napa Fan, and they're definitely 2 of the most experienced drivers in this series, running side by side for second. And you got a rookie here, Jonathan King. He's never been in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Driving the number 99, running in 4th place right now, Richard Kinghart, also a relatively new driver, right now 5th here in this race. But William Johnston pulling out to a huge lead here at the Rockingham Motor Speedway. And Fitzwater has taken second away from the 43 of Blaine Keys. That's great news for the number 9. We're going to go ahead and see where Aaron Walpole is. A nice, solid, I do believe, 8th place right now for Walpole. However, he might lose a couple of positions here as Aiden Shepard looks to the inside of him. Dane Cooper not too far behind, so Walpole definitely has to be careful, for one thing, not to get involved in the crash, because a crash is very possible here at this racetrack, and secondly, not get stuck on the outside and fall back. He wants to make sure he gets a nice solid finish here today so he can remain in the points lead heading into the race at Homestead next week. That'll be the championship race, and it's going to be a good one next week. William Johnston in the outside wall, and the 9 of Zachary Fitzwater is going to take the lead away from him on lap 4. Johnston overshooting turn number 2, and Fitzwater now pulling away here at the Rockingham Motor Speedway. The Australian driver leading at the British racetrack on an American YouTube channel. I just had to say that. We got some 3 wide back in here. You might want to watch for this. Exiting turn 1 is a treacherous place on this racetrack. These guys can get into each other exiting that corner. Looks like they're going to figure it out, however. But Johnston falling back in the 39. He's now down to 5th place as Richard Kinghart gets around him for 4th. Jonathan King right now running in 3rd. Blaine Keys is 2nd. And it's the most experienced driver in the field. Zachary Fitzwater trying to shoot his way into championship contention, leading the field here at the Rockingham Motor Speedway on lap 6 of 15. Blaine Keys trying to go 2 in a row here in the HERS Dash Series. He got his 2nd career win here on this channel last week at Kansas. It had been since July of 2015 since he had won a race here on this channel. But he's got some momentum after that Kansas win. Here he is running 2nd, looking to possibly get this victory here today at the Rockingham Motor Speedway. Jonathan King right behind him, John Andrews, and William Johnston, the top 5. We're going to see where Aaron Walpole is, and he is falling back in the 83. That is not good news for the points leader, who currently runs in, according to the scoreboard, 13th position. However, that might be 12th right now as he is getting around Aiden Shepard. Hannah N is shown ahead of him. Oh, yeah, that's because she is ahead of him. But Aiden Shepard was also shown ahead of Walpole. And looks like Walpole might be going 3 wide here. Walpole definitely has to be careful. He cannot get involved in the crash here at Rockingham, because if you do, especially exiting turn 1, it usually does not end too well. Walpole cannot crash here, because he needs to be the points leader exiting this race. That's the best place you want to be in heading into the finale race. Even though the points leaders in my series don't tend to actually win the championship in the final race, that's still where you want to be, because you got the best advantage on everybody else, and that's what Walpole wants to do. However, this is definitely not going to help him in this championship run, as he is now down. Actually, he's actually just in 12th position right now, but it could be changed. It changes every single lap. On lap 8 there, Aaron Walpole was 14th on the racetrack, and that is that's past halfway through the field, so he's in the bottom half of the field right now in the number 83. A tough break right now for the points leader, Aaron Walpole, and if Zachary Fitzwater wins this race, Fitzwater came in 19 points behind. Account for, I do believe you get 2 bonus points for winning the race, so that would be 16 points. Zachary Fitzwater would catch up on Aaron Walpole. It would be a 3-point differential between the points leader, Aaron Walpole, who probably will still be the points leader at the end of this race. I could be wrong, but he probably will still be the points leader. But Zachary Fitzwater will gain 16 of the 19 points he would need if he wins this race and Walpole finishes where he is right now. However, you got Mitchell Carter there, the 21. He'll close up on Walpole. Chris Skinlart is ahead of Walpole right now. He would catch up on Aaron Walpole. And these guys are racing all over the place. You see Mitchell Carter, Dane Cooper, William Johnson almost going 3 wide there. Tyler Markell, who comes into this race 2nd in the point standings, is behind Aaron Walpole right now. So that's good news for the 83. Walpole still running in 14th place as Zachary Fitzwater continues to dominate this one. I think Nick Smith might have overshot turn 2. No caution came out, but you see him coming down the pit lane, and I did see some smoke and some skid marks through that corner. That could have been because of William Johnson earlier, but it does appear that Nick Smith has a problem in the 18. A tough break for him in that 18 machine. Blaine Keys is trying to close up to Zachary Fitzwater for this win. There are only 4 laps to go here at the Rockingham Motor Speedway. Blaine Keys a little bit high through turn 2, and Fitzwater is going to remain out front. But this 43 definitely seems to be closing in, and let's not count out Jonathan King here. This 99 running 3rd right now, a dark horse for this one here in the United Kingdom. John Andrews, Dane Cooper, the top 5. Haven't talked about Dane Cooper too much this season. Hasn't been the best of seasons for him. But nice finish right now for him, running in 5th position. Oh, and these 2 guys, Kinghart and Skinlart, came really close to getting into each other there off at turn 1. Oh, boy! Great save by Richard Kinghart in the number 4. He was sideways through turn 2, and that could have been the end of his day. But fortunately, we remain green here at the Rockingham Motor Speedway, and these guys seem to be figuring it out pretty well. Walpole trying to gain positions, and he is doing just that. Right now in 12th position, I do believe. Nope, 13th position right now for Aaron Walpole. He's trying to gain some positions, but it's not working out too well for the 83 right now. And this is going to get interesting. Nick Smith, a lapped car, getting in the way of our leader, Zachary Fitzwater, coming to the white flag. And Blaine Keys is right behind the number 9. Will Keys go back-to-back in the HERS Dash Series? We're just going to have to see. White flag for Zachary Fitzwater in the number 9. Will Fitzwater be able to win this thing? Blaine Keys looking to close in. He's got a little bit of a lower line than the 9, and he is right behind him. Will the 43 get around the 9 of Zachary Fitzwater? He's going to get a run to the inside here. They're going to be side by side on the final lap here at the Rockingham Motor Speedway. Blaine Keys trying to win the race away from Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzwater trying to gain as many points as he can on Aaron Walpole. The caution is out, but we're racing back to the line. Keys, Fitzwater is going to be side by side at the line. Blaine Keys, 2 in a row here in the HERS Dash Series. He edges out Zachary Fitzwater by 0.04 of a second. How about that? That was a good one. Blaine Keys, it took him about, I don't know, 17 or so months to get his second career win. But to get his third career win, it took 1 week. Blaine Keys definitely on fire here in the HERS Dash Series. Nonetheless, it's still a very good outcome for Zachary Fitzwater. I do believe it'll be 6 points behind Walpole exiting this race, depending on where Walpole finished. And Walpole finished 17th. Oh yeah, he's actually good. Fitzwater's definitely going to close up to Aaron Walpole in this one. He's going to be 4 points behind, I do believe, exiting this race. It looks like Lucifer Sam and the 48 of Isaac Nichols were involved in this one. We're going to go ahead and replay it. I apologize for not replaying the crash at the end of the Boston race in the Jerky Hill series on Saturday. I didn't necessarily feel like it. We're going to follow there with Walpole for now. But actually, you know what? We're going to follow with the crash here and see what happened to bring out the caution at the final lap. It did not affect the outcome of the race, at least for the leaders, but it did happen, and we're going to go ahead and see what happened here on the final lap of the race. And Aaron Walpole, this was exiting turn number 1. Now, Walpole's only going to lose a few positions because of this, but he was going to get a much better finish if this did not happen. Walpole sliding up, exiting turn 1, getting him to the 31 of Lucifer Sam. And they get hooked together there. Now, Walpole saves it. Even though he's in the grass, Walpole saves it. The 31 can't save it. He gets into the inside wall hard. And I will like to say, the first time I recorded this, before I realized Lucifer Sam was not in the race, we had a very similar crash. Well, not really. But we had a very similar crash that, you see Isaac Nichols and Jay Jefferson, and the 31 went upside down. We had a very similar crash in the first time I tried to record this. Jay Jefferson and the 14 barrel rolled like crazy in that same spot where Lucifer Sam was in this crash. And Jefferson, in the second recording, gets involved as well. Isaac Nichols and Lucifer Sam all ending their days prematurely in this one. Walpole falling back in the 83, however, he was able to salvage a 17th place finish. Markel's still behind him. The good question is, where's Anderson? No, Anderson's also behind him as well. Skinlart might be the points leader exiting this race. It's possible. It's possible. Of course, you guys will see the points at the end of the race, but still, tough break for all those guys involved. Tough break for Walpole, too. He's going to get a better finish than what he ended up with, and he is going to have a smaller points lead heading him to Homestead than what he hoped for. And you see the finish there in slow motion. Blaine Keys barely getting it on the 9 of Zachary Fitzwater. But let's go ahead and finish this thing out. Blaine Keys, the winner here at the Rockingham Motor Speedway. His second win in a row here in the HERS Dash Series, and it came in stunning fashion over Zachary Fitzwater. Take a look at the official standings, and everybody was in this race this time. Unlike the first recording that I had, where Lucifer Sam unfortunately failed to start And everyone has to start each race, so that's why I redid it. I'm not going to tell you who won the first time, because that would be unfair. Blaine Keys gets it done here in the number 43. Zachary Fitzwater, Jonathan King, Dane Cooper, and William Johnston, the top 5. And Skinlart came into this race 12 points behind. He is going to be, I do believe, 2 points behind Aaron Walpole. Walpole, as you see, finishing 17th. He'll still be the points leader, but not by that much, because Zachary Fitzwater is going to be in championship contention. I do believe he's only going to be about 4 points behind. Now, if Fitzwater were to have won this race, he might be tied with Walpole, but he did not win. He finished second. He's going to be, I do believe, 4 points behind. It's going to be around that number, at least. I might not be exactly right, but it's going to be close. And Skinlart's going to be 2 points behind. So we're going to be watching for Walpole, Chris Skinlart, and Zachary Fitzwater at Homestead next week for the finale race here in the HERS Dash Series, and it's going to be a good one at that 1.5 mile racetrack. We've had a lot of great finale races there, and trust me, you're going to want to see it, because we've got ourselves a very tight points battle here in the HERS Dash Series. Will the experienced drivers be able to beat the rookies? And that being Aaron Walpole, Zachary Fitzwater, 2 very experienced drivers trying to win this championship. Or will Skinlart, the guy who won the first race of the season and the first 2-time winner of the season, get the championship? You guys will see next week at Homestead. And that's going to be a good finale here for the HERS Dash Series. Anyways, congratulations to Blaine Keys for getting the victory here at the Rockingham Motor Speedway. And that's 2 in a row for him, and who knows, maybe he's going to be in championship contention exiting this race. Yeah, I do believe he had a pretty rough season to begin with, but hey, you never know. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. Here are the points for the HERS Dash Series, and I will see you guys next week for the HERS Dash Series Championship at the Homestead Miami Speedway. Auto Club for the Turkey Hill Series on Wednesday, and this racetrack right here for the Turkey Hill Series on Saturday. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.
Good tidings of comfort and joy. Good tidings of comfort and joy. From God our Heavenly Father, a blessed angel came, and them shepherds brought tidings, how that in Bethlehem was born the Son of God by name. Good tidings.